I guess we just go for it without the cast. Because you can't count on a land next turn anyways. And I can count on the damage going through. Boom, you guys, undefeated, you know what I mean? This deck is tearing it up. Top 5. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you're all having a magical day. Grixis Aggro, is that even possible? Well, not only is it possible, but it's absolutely phenomenal, you guys. This is one of the greatest decks I've played in a while. Branching off from the Rakdos anti-meta aggro deck that we had a while back, performing, you know, quite excellently. And this is just turning up the volume a little bit more, which is really cool. So today we're going to break down the deck list, the strategies, the synergies, all incorporated within it, showcasing this throughout our gameplay footage, and then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. If you want to help support the channel, it's as easy as leaving a thumbs up down below. If we can get a video to 500 likes, I'm going to do a studio and daily routine reveal. That's pretty cool. But let's take a look at the deck. Grixis Aggro is a 60 card best of 1 standard deck. We have 2.2 average mana value within the deck, 16 non-creatures and 20 creatures with a nice 24 lands here. So we should be fairly consistent with our land pull into 4, into 5, so we can be doing some double casting, right? The deck has a ton of really cool synergies within it. First off, we have the Slaughter Specialist. This is a 3/3 for 2. Holy, what is it? A Werewolf Pack Leader, right? And it's going to create a 1/1 for our opponent. And whenever we kill a creature, or we don't even have to kill it, but whenever a creature our opponent controls dies, we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on the Specialist. Incredible, right? So if they're an aggro deck, not only do we get a thick body in play, but then we're, you know, wiping their entire field with something like Cinderclasm for 2 mana. We can kick it for an additional 1, total of 3 at instant speed, dealing 1 damage, or if we kicked it, 2 damage to each creature. Very, very cool. So that's going to kill the token that you create on their side of the battlefield. Push the Specialist up to 4 at a bare minimum, right? It gets even better if you're destroying some of their creatures in the process as well. Then we have things like the Reckless Stormseeker. This is a 2/3 for 3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains haste until the end of turn, right? That's as Daybound. Nightbound, we get +1/+1 on it. It's going to be a 3/4, and the ability gives +2/+0 trample and haste, which is, you know, very, very good. That trample is absolutely insane because the Specialist is going to get stronger every turn. It's not uncommon to have this be an 8/8 and 9/9 because we have so much removal in the deck in an aggro-based meta, right? So this is going to be big, and then you just put trample on it once you switch to Night with the Storm Charged Slasher. Really, really cool there. Of course, we have things like the Boldaran Scion for 3. It's a 3/3 with First Strike, and at the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is equal to the life our opponent lost this turn, and we can play one of those cards and put the rest on the bottom of our library, which is pretty cool. So, you know, whether you're grabbing a land so you continue to curve out, maybe some removal, maybe you have mana left over for a creature, right? So if you have the Scions out, try to save that mana until you see what you draw, right? And then you can cast accordingly, so you get access to that virtual card advantage from the XL via the ability. Simple stuff, right? Breaking off from there, we've got the Graveyard Trespasser. This is a 3/3 Nightbound 4/4 ward. Discard a card on both sides. The Daybound, when it enters or attacks, you exile 1 card from a grave. Very good for mitigating Flashback, Disturb, right? You know, the Planeswalkers that want to come back with blood on the snow. Ooh, so good, right? And if it's Nightbound, you'll actually get to take 2 cards. And if it's a creature card, you'll deal damage, gain life. So, you know, 1 damage, 1 life, 2 damage, 2 life, accordingly to the Daybound, Nightbound, right? Really cool stuff there. And then it is stuff like the Tainted Adversary, a 2/3 with Death Touch, pay 3 any number of times, put that many counters on it, and make twice that many number of zombies with Decay. Going wide, lots of pressure on your opponent while we're attacking, which is really cool. Then we get into some of the removal, which can be recast through the Bloodthirsty Adversary, a 2/2 with haste for 2. When it enters play, pay 3 any number of times, put that many +1/+1 counters on the Bloodthirsty Adversary, and then play for free that many 3 mana value instances and sorceries from your grave without having to pay for them, right? I guess that's what for free means. So this is very, very cool, and all of our cards are 3 or less. One of the best plays that you could ever make is recasting a Cinderclasm on an aggro deck for the 2nd time. But we also have, you know, this single target removal. We have Infernal Grasp, removing anything. We have Bloodchief's Thirst, removing the small guys. If we have that extra mana, we can pay for it. The Kicker, you'll still have to pay for. So the Clasm, if we want it to deal 2, we'll have to pay 1. Bloodchief's Thirst, 4 mana, or 2 mana or up, or I guess 3 mana or up, we'd have to pay the additional 3, right? So keep that in mind, but the option to do so is really, really nice. Spikefield Hazard, 1 damage to any target. It's also a land, which is nice. And then Prismatic Command, right? 2 damage to any target and make a treasure. So good. We can draw discard as well and destroy artifact if we need on top of that, which is really good. So I absolutely love casting Cinderclasm to wipe their field, and then if we don't need single target removal, let's just Prismari Command, dealing damage to them, making you a treasure, helping you ramp into your next turns, which is really cool. We have Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We have Den of the Bugbear to apply additional creature-based land pressure. And then, you know, the Pathways and the new dual lands, the Marsh and the Ridge for consistency's sake. You know, land is not an issue in the deck. I don't think it works really well. You know, there's 1 blue source, right? Keep that in mind. You don't need to just drop a Clearwater Pathway turn 1, right? Only drop a blue source once it's there, and you have plenty of opportunities to get it there as well, right? So shouldn't be a problem. Play it as the Rakdos deck, but remember that Prismaric Command is absolute fire if you start getting it in rotation. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll showcase this deck now in up to the top 450 Mythic, which is really cool, and just having a ton of fun with some of these newer aggro decks that we haven't really seen a whole bunch yet. I still think that there's a ton of work to do to flush them out, to make them more competitive in the meta, but it's like we're running out of time. The new set is like, it comes out in less than a month, so you know, we better get after it. Let me know what you guys think while we watch today's gameplay footage in the comments below. Thanks again for your time and attention. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button. It really does help the YouTube channel algorithm. And after the gameplay footage, we'll wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. Enjoy. Going first, that's cool. But we're a little slow. We don't have anything till 3, so hopefully they're not a control deck. Mono white, I can deal with that. Maybe. Question mark. This is a big body. And we have a lovely Cinderclasm, which should just win us the game immediately. One of my favorite plays. Turn 2 Slaughter Specialist. Turn 3 Cinderclasm. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Don't hole me. Don't hole me. That's the only thing we're worried about here is a portable hole. Nice sleeves, bro. Or miss. Yeah, that just happened. That just happened. Oh my gosh. Sorry, not sorry? Maybe we should have waited. Maybe, what if we had another one? That'd be ridiculous. Those are some serious bodies. They need to be exiled. How? In what world did they take 7? Okay. Okay. That really helps them.
We need not fight here.
We're still 15. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. No. The Let's just make sure we get all these things dead. Right? I guess we could have directly attacked them too.
There are better ways to behave.
I don't think a mesh matters. I still would have only blocked one. Would have been the exact same result. I think this way would have been better, actually. Oh, we're still playing it. We're still playing it. Shut down our 8/8.
No peace, my enemy.
And then a code spell is good, but like our field's stronger. Let's top deck some removal. Let's also turn it just to night. Because then they can't double cast. Unless they pull that monk. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like that. You guys want to see someone scoop? This is the quickest scoop you'll ever see. This is like the Omega Strike. I wish we had 1 extra mana. We don't, but this is still good enough. This is still good enough. It's... I cannot get over Cinderclasm and the Slaughter Specialist together, like... And then recasting it with the Bloodthirsty Adversary. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just recast that from my grave. And we even had single target if we wanted, but... You know, what's better than killing 1 creature? Killing 2. If we had 1 more mana left over, we could have wiped their whole field, right? That would have been really cool, too. Yeah, going first. Land is good, and... Well, one of our favorite cards is here. Can we find the other? We may as well just, you know... Since we're not playing on turn 1, get that nice dual land in play. This can be a black source for our adversary. And then we have blue, which is all 3 of our colors. We're ready to rip. Swing for 2. Pass our turn. This will be a red source. Land. So maybe I'll draw 2, discard 2 with the command, because like this is too slow. This is too slow. This is too slow. Whoa, whoa. All right. I mean, we can kick that now on 5 for some zombies, which I don't know if that's a great bounce or not. I'm sure they have other bounces, though, as well. Do they still just play Alrund's Epiphany? Yes. Alright. Let's just speed our situation up a little bit here. I don't think Cinderclasm's required. Let's go here, and then we'll surprise them with the Scion. They already have seen this, so, you know, that's fine. They should probably counter it, because we're paying 3 for the zombies. I think I'll just pay for it, and then there's no zombies, but it hits play, right? I don't mind playing through their counter magic. That's, like, pretty good, right? But they do still stop those zombies, which is smart of them, I think. I think that's, 2 thumbs up. Land out. Scion out. This should be a counterspell for sure. Interesting. Attack for 2. Fading Hope. Okay. Two bodies are harder to deal with than one, so let's just get it out there. That is a Delugio. Which is nice. They're still holding 6. They draw to 7, plus access to 8. They have 5, 6 mana. Next turn, Hall is active, and, you know, we're going to have to keep up a ward 3. So this will cost us 5 to remove. This costs us 6 to remove. Huh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can party. I'll party, man. Let's roll. Oh, that's really good. That's like looking at the top 5. We've played our land already. Got to be the Trespasser. And then this is a ward 4, which would cost us 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So we're going to be 1 mana shy. But, like I said, I came to party. Let's take that Deluge away from them. That's good value, yeah? And if they tap the dragon, it loses ward, and then we can just strike freely. Right? So there's not too much of a threat that we're facing. But, welcome to All Run Town. Population, you lose. We snag it. Free of charge. Do they have counter magic? I'd have to assume so. Yeah. You're gonna wish you saved that. Maybe they have another, though. Right, if they have a second test of talents on this command, that's not good. So we're taking 5. They're gonna get a draw 1 out of that. And they're sitting on 6. They've played this, so it's no all run. Just get 1 up to 5. There is an all run. You have to assume. What else would it be? Let's just cycle this 2 mana. The treasure replaces itself. And that way we can use Den for extra attack damage. Oh my gosh. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. They need to answer this without a doubt. Oh my gosh. I don't have enough thumbs. Do we not have... Did I misdo that? I think I must have misclicked there because I was too excited. But you know what, you guys? I just don't think it even matters. I just don't think it even matters. I messed that up. I 100% messed that up. Doesn't matter, though. Too excited. Couldn't click. Hey, 609. That's almost 69. That's close enough. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage here. But we did mess that up. This was supposed to cast as well, because we had 2 of them from the adversary. Don't mind my misclickings. But the deck, you guys, like, this deck is absolutely slapping. Recasting of the spells from the graveyard it's too much. Going first, we've had pretty good luck with that today. That's one thing I definitely see. Let's, well, it doesn't matter. We don't even have the blue, so who cares? We'll just use this as a black source, I'm sure. Oh! Okay, they're like, well, what's going on here? They probably take Cinderclasm, right? Little do they know, we cast it from the grave. Let's go. Or maybe that should have been a red source, and then we would have had 2 red, 2 black. My bad. Let's just start going after it too. Take the aggro line here, even though we're not recasting. Let's just get after it. We've got removal, so it doesn't matter. The Skyclave's really good with said removal. Cannot block though. Wanna like kill it and then yes. We can't do that this turn though. Let's get it next turn. Hopefully, they don't kill this trespasser. If they do, it's a discard, anyways, right? So it's, you know, it's going 2 for 1 minimum. Definitely no blocks here. And I need you, trespasser. You hold up tight. Perfect, right? This is exactly what we want. Kill this, and then we're gonna exile it, so they can't replay it. It's something about it just feels great, right? Yeah, take your draw. That's really good value too, though. So they're gonna get something out of it, but you know, it's nighttime. Chomp, chomp, right? Empty graveyard for you, taking 1 damage plus an additional 6. They're down to 9 already. I'm gonna just keep pouring salt in the wound. This is a nice field. Really nice field. We're back to daytime, but there's a good chance they double cast anyways. The Spider Queen. We hit for 2, 5, 6, 7.
Such, aren't I, the generous one?
We should kill her too, shouldn't we? Get out of here.
Do what I demand.
I guess it makes sense to me somehow. Beep, beep, beep. Still hit for 4. Good pace. And we have no creatures, so that's not dealing any damage, so it's basically pointless because I want to recast those spells later. But we're going to need 2 more lands, which is not working out. 3, 4, 5. Could be a hook. Thank the Lord it's not. I guess we just go for it without the cast. Because you can't count on a land next turn anyways. And I can count on the damage going through. Boom. You guys, undefeated. You know what I mean? This deck is tearing it up. Top 500. Does it get better? I don't know. It's a house. I'll tell you what. I know you're sick of the meta. You're like, oh, it's just these couple decks. But I'm promising you, there's some cool alternatives. So we don't go first. And the hand is bad? What? Arena. You quit it. You settle down. Oh, this is all so good. This is all so very good. Hopefully I don't regret that. Usher. Come on away, hey? I'm on the way, huh? But what if they're second play? But I don't want to always be behind. But then again, I also just don't want to allow them to have a Luminarch Aspirant. But what if they don't have it? What if they don't have it? But then we're not playing fast on turn 2 anyways, because all of the land is slow. Hopefully they play a Luminarch Aspirant, and us waiting, it pays off. Don't you drop anything else. Well, they could drop a bunch of 1-drops and we could top deck a Cinderclasm. I mean, there are other options I'll allow, but... That's going to require it to be kicked. Black Source. Establish a field presence? Yeah. Oh, there it is. We knew you were there. Okay, nice. So that's still in a respectable spot. Let's just trade you off so you don't go to 3. You're out. 2 damage, treasure. 2 damage, treasure. Thank you kindly, sir. Whoop. And now we're gonna nuke my best friend. That's not too shabby. That's not quite a Cinderclasm, but we get the job done. Just with single target, which is pretty cool. You can play literally the best of both worlds. 4 cards in hand, 2 land. Hopefully they continue to brick and have all 3 drops. Not exile 3 drops, not good 3 drops, you know what I mean? Like, just like 4 Skyclaves. Right, just 4 copies of all the Skyclaves, 2 lands. No creatures. Still a match somehow. We should save this for 5. This is a better play. But we'll need to defend against the adversary. Like, we just have to get rid of it. The life gain may not stay. Ooh! They've got some stuff here. Can I get a Cinderclasm, Maya? Do you see my Cinderclasm? Oh, watch me block this and we top deck a Cinderclasm. That would be my life. It could be worse. Could be worse. Right, we can offset some of the damage through the Trespasser. We're making zombies. They're down to 2 cards, but it's not... these are some good cards to have down in play. If they exile the Trespasser, that would suck. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay, right? They're just gonna buff up the team. Really? There's no cast this turn. 3, 6, 8 damage. Ooh. Ooh. Is that silly of me? I don't know, I can't tell. But I do like those 6 damage to the caboose. 2 life gained. We're at 10. They are still in a good position. Monk is not an exile. Luminarch Aspirant is godly, though. Ooh, 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 this is bad. This is bad news bears. Ginormous bad news bears. There's no way we win this. Yeah, they have just like enough life to begin with. And these things can't block. Nice. Okay, yeah, we're not winning this. Cinderclasm, you're too slow! Should we just go out in style? Why not, right? Just go out in style, HGG. You can do it. That's gonna be game. Beep, beep. Womp, 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 wow, 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 wow. Sometimes you don't draw your best cards. I get it. I think we still did really good against them, though. It was just that second fold out for them, which was absolutely deadly. We couldn't get to our Cinderclasm. Really good match, nonetheless. And I know, like, this is fun for me. This is, like, back and forth. I don't care if I'm playing Mono White. I don't care if I'm playing Izzet Epiphany. This deck is just straight up fun. All right, so Prismari Command, OP. That's all I have to say. I would love to put a little bit of an additional blue into it, but what really gets us there? Like, Prismari Command is literally the best thing for us to be casting from the grave for free with the Bloodthirsty Adversary. The bounce spells, yeah, sure, like Fading Hope is good and all, but we just have the removal, and the removal helps the specialist, whereas the bounce spells, you know, what are they? They're just gonna recast it, like, you're not getting anywhere. So the removal's better than the bounce, but I do think that some more blue would be welcome in the deck. I'm just not sure what card it is yet. What do you guys think? How can we spice it up? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time and attention. Make sure to like the video. It helps, you know, astronomically. If I can get 500 likes, I'll be doing a studio and daily routine reveal for you guys as a reward for your support. Have a magical day. Make sure to join the community Discord via the link tree in the description below, and we'll see you soon in the next deck.